So this is the place where we're going to be putting the bees. We're just taking down the grass at the minute because it's been left for a couple of years to overgrown. Believe it or not, there's actually paths and stuff actually underlaid. But yeah, this will make a nice home for our first couple of beehives, which we got on Friday.
Woohoo!
Yeah, lots of work to be done. Well, you can see the weather's not brilliant today. Anyways, I've got the holes dug for all 4 hive bases, and basically dig the holes, dump a couple of bags of sharp sand in, and level it off with a rake. This one's actually level. It shows you how much the ground isn't level. It's really important to have level hives, because if you don't, as soon as you pile them up tall and they've got heavy honey in them, they'll topple over and thousands of bees will pour out. So that's the job finished. Here's where the beehives are going to go. So now I've got both the mouse guards on. I've actually only seen one bee in this whole process, which I hope that tomorrow I see a lot more. So this is us just about to do a little job with the bees, a quick job. We've got my Abby here as help. Actually, bees, when they're full of honey, beehives can get very, very heavy. Too heavy for me to lift on my own, so Abby's kindly got her bee seat on. Gonna join me to do lifting. So that's us got it turned around now, both hives, facing the right direction towards the sun last thing at night, and first thing in the morning, which comes from just over there. And we're just checking the feed levels. So I lifted this up, which is just some insulation for them. And you can see, very closely, you can see 2 bees just there eating away underneath the cellophane. This is baker's fondant, which is just their food for winter time. Yeah, and that's us, job done. So you can see the bees here today, coming in and out. Actually today's the day I hope to do my first hive inspection. You see this hive, there's no bees coming in and out right next to it, I'm not getting bothered. But this hive is bees coming in and out, very active. So yeah, I hope to find out what's going on with this hive and whether there's something wrong.
Great, that's good, she's a good wee queen. Will get well done, girl.
2 years old she is. She's been replaced.
I'm going to put that in here.
So we have a bit of a disaster here with both hives. Days away from starvation. The major problem, Norman, my friend that came, says is that they had too much space. They were probably too cold because they're splitting themselves over a huge amount of area. We found both queens. We clipped both queens. Unfortunately, this hive, they were laying in supers. The queen was in supers, so we had to keep them on the super frames. There's a bit of an odd box there, you can see, but we basically made 2 nucleuses today. These frames themselves are about, he reckons, about 50 years old. They're falling to bits. A lot of them are broken. So yeah, this is a bit of a shock for us both, opening up these hives and seeing what's in them. Got a lot of work cut out for me, and picking up all the debris and broken bits. Not sure if these hives are going to make it is the basic story today. They're both needing fed. They're both got a tiny little cluster going. These hives might not make it, but I've done the best thing for them in getting an expert in today to actually go through the first hive inspection. And we've got this whole summer ahead of us. We've got next week is a week of sun that's forecast. So you never know, they might just pull through. So let's see. We think this is a willow. Look at hear the sound of the bees on it. What are we doing, Gideon?
Bees.
Bees. We're watching the bees.
Bees.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Do you like the bees?
Yeah. Then you cut them.
You want to touch them?
Yeah.
No, you mustn't touch them.
They're in there.
They are in there. They're going in and out, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do you like them? What did the bees give us?
Like bees.
Noise.
Yeah.
What else do they give us? What do you eat on your toast in the morning?
Breakfast.
Breakfast, yeah, but what do you eat on your toast? Honey?
Yeah.
Bees give us honey.
Yeah.
They make honey.
These people really close.
We're really close, we are, aren't we? Lots of them. We're in and out with pollen. You say pollen.
Pollen down there.
Yeah, pollen on there, yeah. So, first hive inspection on my own today. The plan today is to check the status of the colonies, see if they are growing or expanding and at what rate. Both colonies had about 2 sides of a single frame with eggs slash brood on it. I'm hoping for the brood to be extending to a couple of frames because it's been 2.5 weeks. And let's see, they're right beside a field of oilseed rape. Lots of pollen plants in my garden right next door that they've been enjoying. We shall see. This does not look great. Right, well, not great news today. You can see the brood here. So if you can see that. And everything is just dead there. If you look really closely in the middle there are some larvae in there. Dead, shriveled up. What I'm doing here is I'm actually taking the larva out there and having a look for varroa. None. 8 out, so that's even more strange. Doesn't look like varroa killed them. That's hive 1 done. What we realised is that actually this hive is dead, unfortunately. I want to hive 2. Hopefully it's a better picture there. That's pollen. I'm always scanning for the queen as well while I do this, but this is just pollen. So I can see this is the brood here. You see her there? The yellow dot. And if you look very closely here, where is it? Show you. You can actually see a bee chewing its way out there, hatching. Done my first hive inspection of my own today. Unfortunately, bittersweet. The hive that we suspected wouldn't make it has actually died. One of the hives is still going strong. Seen the queen. That hive is this hive here, just in the nut here. This hive here, still going strong. It has brood on 1.5 frames compared to just 1 frame 2 weeks ago. So it's growing very slowly, although it doesn't have a lot of bees to cover the frames as well as do work. So it really needs to increase in numbers. If you were to order a nuc, you would get more bees and you would get more brood. So actually this is not even as healthy as a nuc you would buy from a shop.